today lots of friends doing creative, unique, and successful projects. And our first group is Friends of the Charles Ralph Collin Memorial Library. They received a grant last year for a community open house that drew over 110 people. And when Melissa, their director, walked in, she said, "My whole library is half the size of this room." And it is. I have been there. But the resulting momentum that they have created meant that they exceeded the capacity of their building. So they got creative and partnered with the business community to serve their patrons. Please welcome Melissa Dawes, director of the Charles Ralph Collin Memorial Library, and her two assistants, part-time assistants, who are also friends, Mandy Heaney and Jane Bevan, to tell us more.
Okay, hi, how are you doing? My name's Mandy Heaney. I'm here actually to talk about my veterans. She's my front person. I work for her. Okay, so we use our bookworms in two different things. So we made posts and videos of our bookworms. These are our bookworms escaping the library. We had them escaping the library, and we asked our kids to go out in the community and find our bookworms and bring them back to our open house. Our open house was funded by the Tennessee Friends of the Library grant, and the local donations in our friends group. Like she said, there was over 100 people that attended at our thing. I'm sorry, go ahead. You're killing me. We had, door prizes, silent auction, free books, pencils for the kids. When they brought the bookworms back, we asked them to bring them back on this day. And when they brought them back, they each got a Hershey's Kiss and a drawing for 2 candles that we had for our prizes. So our local businesses, they loved having them there because the kids would come and they do scavenger around in there, and it brought business to our local businesses, and they were really excited to kind of. And then we had a flag dedication too at that from American Legion. Thank you. See, she's helping me out here. I'm nervous. But because we were able to get out and do those, one of our businesses, sorry, my brain went out. One of our businesses has asked us if she can print off merchandise for us and give it to us at cost. So we just send them down there, and they will print out stuff for the library and stuff for the friends at cost. So, and she's actually giving the cost as a donation to us. So we actually so we actually made stuff from that too, and that was really awesome. So go ahead. So the next one was our summer reading program, because it was an adventure. And our library is only 2,100 square feet, and our fire marshal said we can only have 50 people in our library. We had to go out in the community and find different places. So our director and our friends went out and started talking to these businesses and asking and seeing what was available in our community, and we found lots and different things. And so these, but we had to put "Don't Take Me" on them. You'll see on the table some of them have the "Don't Take Me" signs. And we had to do that because the other one they had to bring back to the library. These ones had to stay because we gave our kids journals so they could go out and we had our worms were doing an adventure, and we needed them to write down where our worms had this adventure. And so they can, anyway, and after you had 10 places that you found the worm, you would bring the journal back to the library and get an entry, and we had 2 kids' Kindles and 1 adult Kindle that time for that. So go ahead. Okay, so this is what, we had our summer reading in 4 different things. So the Bull and Thistle had a lot, and they let us use their lot, plus they dressed up, plus they provided the food for the kids and drinks. And they provided drinks for all of our summer reading that time. The Roaring River Distillery has a courtyard behind the distillery that has a separate entrance, so you're not going to the distillery with the kids. And they had games because they had a little carnival there at one time for the kids during Halloween. So they let us use their games and everything there. And then the Jackson County Farm and Garden, they let us set up in front of there, and they have hay, and they put hay bales out for all of our patrons to use, and provided dirt, because we had seeds that the kids would plant, so they provided dirt for all that kind of stuff. And the Methodist Church and the Church of Christ, they had a lot there, and they let us set up tents there to do all the stuff there. Now, every business that donated land, that donated different things, we calculated how much it would cost for them to rent us that land and anything they gave us doing the thing, and we were able to give them a tax receipt on their taxes so that they got a benefit out of what we were doing in their stuff. So yeah, now I lost my place on my card, so you have to excuse me.
Each of our summer reading program days, we had over 100 people at each event. So we couldn't have done it in our library.
Yes.
And functions that would have been sardines packed in that with us.
Yep. And our businesses got increased people because we had people coming in to look for those bookworms, and they brought their moms, they brought their families, the businesses that were buying merchandise in all these places or going out to eat, and we gave over 50 bookworms out to the 50 different businesses in our whole county. So the kids had a blast, and they went out afterwards and they're finding these bookworms. And we had a little boy that came in the other day, and he said, you know, I found one of them bookworms and I put it on my reading shelf. And every time I want to read a book every day, I pull it out with my book and I read to my bookworm every day. And it was like, I was like, oh. But that was just, and it really, really helped us to branch out and to really have that thing. Okay, which is the last one. So this is what we're doing next year. This is just our first idea of what we're starting next year. We're doing rocks with our books, and we will be putting the rocks out in the different businesses. And on the back, it'll have our name on it, a number, which associates with the book. And then if it's a young adult, we're doing it through adult, youth, everything. So it'll say young adult, whatever, on the rocks. And they will bring the rock back to the library and get their book that goes with that. So, yeah.